For a lot of us who come to Kamloops to study just to move out to a bigger city to find more jobs, I want to give you some perspective from someone like myself who came to Kamloops to study and then moved to Vancouver for a job and what that's been like. A little bit about myself. I'm more of an introverted fellow. I like staying in my own space, kind of in my own room with a little bit of silence, and that's the kind of vibe I enjoy. At the same time, I am someone who likes going out, who likes socializing with people, but not too much, okay? So when I was in Kamloops, I felt that it was such a tight community that everyone kind of knew everyone, and there was this very friendly atmosphere. You go to the store, you know someone there. You go to the university, you know everyone there. And just these few places that you go to on a daily basis, it makes you feel like you're kind of locked into a community, right? And that can be a good thing and a bad thing. For example, if you're used to a very fast-paced environment, constantly on the move, I can see Kamloops being something you'll get tired of pretty fast, right? For someone like myself, I think coming to Vancouver, I actually kind of miss that. I actually kind of miss knowing so many people, interacting with the same staff members at certain grocery stores I went to or the banks that I used to go to. In Vancouver, everything is very fast-paced. You're not going to find the same person twice in a given month because of how big the city is, but you're going to be meeting so many people. There's so many people in so many different places. When I came here, I remember I moved right downtown because I thought all of Vancouver was just downtown. If you're not downtown, you're not living there. And I went through the streets of downtown, and within the first month, I was kind of bored of it. Like, I saw all of it. Granted, in Kamloops, you'll see all of Kamloops in about 3.5 days, but in Vancouver, even that novelty kind of wears out. I'm not a busy streets kind of person. I don't like a lot of people around. I don't like loud sirens and noise. That's one thing about Vancouver. If you're living downtown, get ready to wake up to sirens, get ready to wake up to police cars chasing around. That's going to happen, and just for my lifestyle personally, not something I really enjoy. I like the peace and quiet, kind of like my place now, pretty close to the forest. That's another thing I want to talk about. All of Vancouver is not just downtown Vancouver. There are other places. There's Surrey, there's Delta on the outskirts as well. I live more on the northern side, so I find more solace there. So when I moved down here, I did move the whole community aspect of Kamloops. I did enjoy meeting so many different people and trying out a lot of different things. There's a lot of things in Kamloops that are very limiting. So for example, if you want to do martial arts, there's just a handful of gyms there. If you want to do a particular kind of dance, there's only a couple of places that do that. In Vancouver, there's no shortage of any of that. People are all about that lifestyle, so I love having so many different things to pick and choose from. Another thing is, when you're in Kamloops, you're not spending as much money as you are in Vancouver, so if you come down here, get ready to shell out a lot more. If you are the kind of person who's looking for an active life where you want to exercise all the time, you want to go out all the time, try new places, Vancouver is going to be heaven for you. There's so much to do. You're never going to get tired of it at all. For travelers, it's great because you can come within a week, within a weekend, you can see all the places in Vancouver and head out. And I want you to experiment with that as well. If you're coming from Kamloops just for a weekend, the experience you'll have in that one weekend is going to be very different from the experience living here, okay? Because you're going to be paying all the expenses, you're going to get used to a certain lifestyle, you're not going to be doing high impact, high intensity, high fun things for pretty much the whole day, every single day, as you would in a vacation or a weekend. So keep that in mind. The vibe is very different when you're actually living here. For me, I do intend on staying in Vancouver, even though I miss Kamloops, because I do like having additional opportunities. I always meet new people who teach me something new about career, could teach me something new about personal development, and that's something that's really important to me. Just having a large amount of people to talk to For me personally, that's why I would choose to stay in Vancouver, other than the fact that I have a job here that pays me really well as well. I hope that gave you some insight about living in Vancouver compared to living in Kamloops. Again, this is just my opinion. I hope this video helped out, and if it did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.